are on the Bosnian Pyramid Complex. We have the Bosnian Pyramid of the Moon in the center of the frame. And we are standing on the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun. There's a little road here. And as we walk up this road, we notice features of this clay and claystone pyramid. So we have this rightward leaning claystone block, and then we have the soft clay, right? Above it, there's the soft clay layer. Then we have another rightward leaning claystone block, a lot thinner. So this block's about 6 inches. That's about 1.5 inches. 2 inches, 2 inches, and between them soft clay. We come along again here, so this road was free excavation. Same thing, we had the soft earthquake mitigating clay between the hard baked claystone layers. They heated up this clay, which has a history in etymology of being the same concept as glue. In fact, in the Proto-Indo-European language, gley was glue, and gley became clay. So their clay was glue. To us it's dirt. To them it was glue. And if you heat it up, it becomes glue. It glues itself to itself and becomes a baked claystone. Or if it's softer, like in this little layer in between, it can glue hard material to hard material. It can become glue between those, and also can mitigate earthquakes. So you keep seeing these alternating baked claystone and soft clay layers. Here's another example right here. Sectioning. So they're done with one block, they start another block, and in between the blocks, soft earthquake mitigating clay. You ask yourself, am I a scientist? I didn't have my university training, I must not be a scientist, I'm just little old me. Really? Well, if you have eyes, and you use your eyes to gather information and then use your brain to process it, you can be a scientist. What is a scientist? A scientist, a good scientist, a real scientist, is one who bypasses cultural indoctrination, the indoctrination of the language that we use, which has its own pitfalls, its own traps, and the indoctrination of the universities, which tell us how to think. Sometimes the universities are correct. Sometimes they're not. If they're not, then the student, when he or she goes out into the world, needs to bypass that indoctrination. And so we have in the sciences a massive amount of incorrect information being taught as truth. Big problem. Then the students go out and they have difficulty, to one degree or another, based on the individual, overcoming that indoctrination, filtering it out to see what they're to see what they're really looking at. Because you can look at this, and if you're a graduate of a school of archaeology, you'll see sedimentary layers. And you've been told time and time again that there are no ancient civilizations in Bosnia, that the earliest cultured civilization was the Romans, or perhaps the Illyrians. And before that, no ancient, certainly no pyramid building cultures. That's what you've been told. So this must be sedimentation, this must be natural, and the list goes on. So, but if you look with your eyes, all you see is the clear evidence. If you filter out the indoctrination of the university, you see the clear evidence of a built structure. And it is the tallest documented pyramid on the planet. There may be taller pyramids, but this is the tallest documented one. Let's continue to use our eyes. Go out, gather evidence in your neighborhood, of what you see beneath the soil, of what you see cropping out above the soil, take photos, make videos, bring those to the public so that the public can use its global mind to so that we can help each other arrive at the truth about humanity's past on Earth and about the past of all the races that have lived here. It's a big mosh pit over millions of years. And to sort it out, it's going to take a lot of time. And we need the help of real scientists using their brains to their fullest capacity, using their eyes as clear lenses, focused on what they're seeing and not focused on what they've been told, using their ears correctly. Everything that nature has given us, we need to use those and realize that we are scientists to one degree or another. It's just a question of whether or not we give in to the indoctrination of our language, our culture, and the university. This is Jock Doubleday reporting for Archaeological Park Foundation, a Bosnian NGO nonprofit based in Sarajevo, which oversees excavation in the Bosnian Pyramid Megacomplex, centered in Visoko, Bosnia, in the heart of the Balkans. I hope you have a scientific day.
To spread the light, not only here, but through the whole Earth.